Today, we're breaking down one of our new songs that came out in the month of February.
Hey, you guessed right. This song is called A Song for Walking.
Now's the time for walking.
If you've been listening to TopHouse like we have, you've probably heard it many, 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 many times.
And this song also features Eli on the penny whistle. Yeah. Is it still technically a penny whistle?
Yeah.
As far as we know. DJ, spin that.
Okay.
DJ.
Let's play the song and talk about the music.
Ooh, fun fact. Hold on. Sorry, I have to mention this. William was recording this song with Andy, who's not here currently. But they were trying to get this sort of stomping, walking sound. So Andy says, hey, William, go into the recording space and go stomp in front of this mic. So William starts doing that. But he's got a bunch of stuff in his pockets, and it's kind of jingling around. And for some reason, instead of taking the stuff out of his pockets, Andy said, William, you're going to have to take off your pants. So as the legend goes, William just took off his pants and the two of them recorded the stomping at the beginning of this song.
It's right over there.
I wish I could have been there.
So I'll put on my...
The tempo of this song was, and still is, when we're playing it live, one of the most challenging things to get just right, because we were like recording it thinking that I really wanted to play it faster on banjo, and like the riff just felt really good playing it like almost like, I don't know, 20 BPM faster even, like just really fun to play fast. But then we're like, well, it's a walking song. And so like both like lyrically, it's hard to sing really any faster than we have it recorded, for me at least, because I'm not, even though some people think I am, I'm not a rapper. And so it's, you know, this is kind of the max speed that I can even sing it. And then also we're like, well, it's about walking, so we kind of have to get the tempo just right. So I don't remember what it's at. It's like 128 or something like that. It's probably not that at all, but if you know what the tempo of this song is, keep it to yourself.
Leave a comment.
So I'll put on my boots and
I love the harmonies.
the door to where who knows, just anywhere to clear my mind.
That's all I have to say about that.
On the miles, I'll take it easy, take it slow. Let my feet swallow up the road swallow up my life. Leave the heartache far behind. Forget the things that bring me low. All my pain and all my woes. You know I hear the road is saying there's a time for everything. A time to cry, a time to sing. A time for this, a time for that. But now's the time for walking.
So one fun thing about this song, and there's probably like an actual like term for this kind of rhyming scheme, but the rhyming scheme stays the same throughout the whole thing. And it's like, you start a phrase by using the last word of the previous sentence.
Yeah.
And it like rhymes with like the next word or whatever. And
give us an example, Joe.
I've been thinking all my life. So you got this like I rhyme. So I'll put on my boots and go out the door to where who knows, just anywhere to clear my mind is like the next line.
But it starts.
I'll start putting on the miles. I'll take it easy, take it slow. And slow rhymes with like put on my boots and go. So like you kind of have this like parallelism in all the rhyming, which was a fun, like, I don't know, something about just like walking for hours and hours was like,
fun rhyme scheme.
Yeah, it was like fun to like actually, normally I don't put that kind of like thought in but this one was like, well, I've got nothing better to do. I'm just walking. So I might as well try to make all the like words rhyme in like a parallel fashion. So basically if you take one verse, like one chunk of a verse and another one, and you like put them on top of each other, the lines should hypothetically rhyme with each other, which is cool.
The path it beckons like a wise man, teaching me to set things down, telling me to come around and stay a while. And I start losing track of time. It's just my feet, the soul, the ground. Steady foot.
I gotta ask. There's the line, I start losing track of time. It's just my feet. What's the next line?
The soul, the ground.
The soul, the ground?
Mm-hmm.
It's just my feet, the soul, the ground. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I always heard you say basol.
Basol. Like you've just been letting it go this whole time.
Right. It's just my feet, basol. When I was like, wow, Joe just revived sort of this archaic where you just
Sort
add
of like-
B in front of every word, you know, like betwixt, bedazzled. And I was like, that's really fun, actually. That seems to fit the theme. Now I know
really
what the
love
words
that
are.
you just like let
Yeah.
that go. Like, yeah, sure, basol.
Well,
We'll just
it was
keep
either
that.
basol or that soul, the ground. So I thought you were using soul or basol as a verb. That's
funny.
And I was like, that's interesting.
Huh.
And it's funny because I mixed this song, so I've listened to it 1,000 times at this point, and I was always like, I wonder what Joe says there.
That's hilarious.
I always thought it was my feet on solid ground.
Oh, you're
Wow, I feel like we need a lyric video for this. It's like the soul, my feet, the soul, the ground, and the soul
My
has
feet,
a
the
double
soul, the
meaning because
ground.
it's both like
Right.
you know your literal the sole of your foot and also like the soul,
the
like,
soul of the
like,
a
sort of
body
like-
attached to the foot.
like you just sort of hear your footsteps going. You're like, ah,
And everyone knows that your
Existential
soul is
vibing.
actually in your feet.
that's hilarious. It's gonna.
Wow,
we should
so
make
many
a-
layers just
We should
happened.
like make a T-shirt that says "My feet
Basol
basol the ground." Okay, here we go.
I'm carried far under the sky, over hills green and golden brown. By peaceful rivers, peace I found, and still the road is singing. There's a time.
The group harmonies are fun, just thick, rich harmonies, and they're all like they're too high for me to sing live because I'm out of breath by the time, you know, like kicking a drum and playing a guitar and then trying to sing really, really high.
This is probably one of the
Maybe someday.
toughest live songs for me. Also, like singing.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts to
Yeah.
like the in between beats and the switching to 6/8, and I feel like there's a lot of just rolls to do.
But yeah, a lot of fun though.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, time to cry, time to sing, time to heal and time to sting, a time for this and that, but now's the time for walking.
Here's that 6/8 part. And the penny whistle part, more
whistle,
importantly.
take us away.
Eli, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
It's just so good.
We initially didn't have, like, penny whistle was a later addition.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Because violin and banjo are trading riffs right here.
probably like top 1, top 2 penny whistle solos of all time, though, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like there's Van Halen in the guitar world. There's Eli Isbell in the penny whistle world.
Yeah. You should do jump on penny whistle. do, 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 do.
It's funny that penny whistle that I played in the recording is one that doesn't do a very good job of accessing that third octave. And so it sounds really cool in the recording because it sounds like it's struggling to get up there. And so it's got that extra breathy quality to it. But then live, like I can't play that. And he can attest to the fact that like it took me a lot of takes to get that one. Because that penny whistle just doesn't like it. So.
That's funny.
Place of one. I'll see all the ways I've grown. I'll see how far there is to go. I'll return a better man. I'll do all I can, but right now I'm losing track of time. Just my feet, the soul, the ground. Steady football is the sound.
That transition from like the big bridge that's airy and reverby and everything back into this sort of a repeat of the second verse. And it's sort of, you know, the idea is like big and then you like kind of get drawn back into this like, oh, in the moment walking. We really struggled with it for a while, like how to make that transition work. And so eventually we kind of just landed on like everything dropping out except guitar and I think maybe banjo's in there.
Voice.
And it like, I love the way it sounds.
I just wanted to go in a bit. The like kind of way we got to this specific arrangement was a bit bizarre, like, right? Because the original version, like, I'm trying to remember what it even was now, but it was like, I don't remember if I was doing like quarter notes, but like da, 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 but like the goal, I think goal 1 was to make it really epic sounding, but then like, I think it was either you, Jesse, or like maybe Andy or someone came in and they added like the everyone came out on beat 1. So it was 1. So it was kind of like, it like added a lot more drama. And so like we tried to combine those two ideas. And so you have a violin playing chords kind of like this, like kind of like, and then it just kind of, I don't know, it's just really interesting. I haven't really heard anything like this specifically before, and I like it.
I go through phases of liking to kick the drum on 1 and 3, and then sometimes on 2 and 4. And this was a 2 and 4 phase for me.
I'm carried far under the sky, over hills green and golden brown, by peaceful rivers peace I found, and all along the road is singing. There's a time for everything, a time to cry, a time to sing, time to heal and time to sting, time to stay, time
Just love the penny whistle.
and time for grief, time to fight,
It's a very, very Hobbit feel to me.
a time to seek, a time for this and that, but now's the time for walking.
There's also, the more astute string players among you may have noticed that the violin playing in the riff here is actually playing a C string, making it not a violin but a viola. That's because I have this very unique, and I'm hoping to take it on tour here at some point after I get it fit with not a microphone, because it feeds back all the time right now, so I can't use it much. I've got a 5-string violin that is shaped like a viol, and it features on a lot of the new songs we're releasing this year.
How do you know it's not a 5-string viola with an extra string?
This is a great question. This has to do with the length of the instrument. If the instrument was a bit longer and a bit thicker, it would be a viola with an extra violin string. But instead, it's a violin-sized instrument with an extra viola string.
Eli, why don't you explain the backstory, the rich history, the culture, the what about?
Well, once upon a time, Joe and I were hiking in Scotland, and Joe said, "Hey, I'm going to write a song."
Wait a sec, why didn't you call it Song for Hiking then?
Well, hiking is actually a form of walking.
So this song was written while Eli and Joe were hiking/walking somewhere in Scotland. You walked across Scotland, didn't you? From one point to the
We
other.
walked from Glasgow
Glasgow,
to
Edinburgh.
Loch Lomond.
Wait, that's like right. That's right there.
Yeah, it's not very
Shut
far.
up, Jesse.
It's only a couple days.
What did we do? We did like, I think in the 3 days or 3 or 4 days that you and I hiked together, we did like probably 40 or 50 miles of the
closer to
trail
50.
of the, what's the name of the trail? It's
West Highland Way.
The West Highland
West
Way.
Highland Way.
And then
So we hiked up to Loch Lomond, and then we ferried across Loch Lomond, and then we hiked around in the
Arrochar
Alps.
Yes.
I don't know, Arrochar Alps.
Excuse our accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I remember like asking some locals how to pronounce certain things, and they literally were just like, "Don't even try." And then they didn't even tell me how they said it because they didn't want to hear me try. So I kind of had this goal at the outset. I was like, I feel like I want to write a song while we're hiking. And that's my goal for these next 4 days, is to finish an entire song. And then the first day, if you've ever done the West Highland Way, you know, just like day one is it's like so peaceful. It's amazing because you're just walking through like farmland. There's cows everywhere. It's like
Highland
really
Cruise.
chill. There's flowers. It's like so beautiful. It feels like you're in the Shire. So I was literally just like, well, I'll write it about this then. Like, this is nice. So hence a song for walking.
And then in that first day, we stopped for lunch at this little lake, and it was just this beautiful little grove of trees and blue wildflowers in a meadow of green grass, and just gorgeous.
Picturesque.
We had bought
Fairy
a
tale
loaf
land.
of like tasty artisan bread and sardines. And so we're like sitting there, like opening these sardines, like breaking the bread and like stuffing the sardines in and just eating it. And it was so good. I kind of had a little bit of the idea of the chorus. You know, I was like, oh, I kind of want it to be like, you know, like now's the time. Like now I'm walking. Like, I don't know. It's like I think it's a questioning song. Like the verses are supposed to be about the actual walking, and then the chorus gets a little bit more existential, and it's about, there's all sorts of things in life that you can do, and you can, you can sort of be anxious about things, or you can agonize over different decisions. You can do all these things. And so, but this song is sort of about to it's about you can choose to agonize over all these things, but sometimes you just need to go for a walk. And that's just kind of what you need to do. And so we were just talking about how do we phrase that? And Eli's I don't know, you could say there's a time for, he was I don't know, I guess there's a time for this and that. And then there's a time for walking. And I was we were oh, that's the line.
Yeah. It's maybe not this exactly, but or I'm not sure how to say this, but there's a time for this and that, and then that was the time for walking. I think you said or I could just say that.
Yeah, I was that seems like the right line. Yeah. So we had actually been playing with that banjo riff. Remember we played a show in Germany a week before, and we played that riff a few times. I have a recording of it on my phone. I just set it on the stage to get the riff, and it was just kind of I was oh, that's fun. Write a song about that. So I had that riff in my mind, and then I just started writing the verses, and I guess again, knowing that I wanted it to be about, okay, there's a time to be anxious about things, and then there's a time to walk. It kind of fit really well. I mean, there's already a really, really, really good poetry about a time for this and a time for that. And so I just kind of borrowed from that because, why make up something new when you can use something that's already there? Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I personally love listening to this song because it just kind of transports me right back. Cause it's I remember it so vividly. And I feel it's cool because not a whole lot has changed from what was playing in my brain to what we have recorded and out, except for the bridge section. And that was it's always fun. I guess at TopHouse, what we do a lot is we'll write a song, and I feel when we write it, Jesse and I write a lot of them, and we'll definitely write it with a lot of parts in mind, and we'll even sort of record our own demos with those parts played out. But then when we play it together as a band, we kind of tease it out more, and we'll add new things, or we'll break something. And in this song, mostly everything stayed the same except the bridge section. We broke into this sort of 6/4 time, 6/8 time.
Yeah. I forgot that it wasn't. Yeah. I'm so used to hearing it.
I think that was we were playing it, and then you just started doing and we were let's do that.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And if you would like to hear us do more of whatever this is, let us know. Leave a comment, and we'll consider your input.
But now's the time for walking.